Hey everybody, episode 58 of the Weekly Word is breathe. Breathe. Wow, what a concept to consider. You know, whenever ladies are preparing to have babies, they learn how to breathe. During childbirth, they focus on every single breath and how to breathe and the rhythm of breathing. Whenever we get ourselves into a situation where we feel stressed out, the advice is to just breathe. During a run, it's critical to breathe. We went to bereavement camp, or should I say therapy, which is something our family does twice a month, and we went there last week. And one of the questions that was asked of our group, keeping in mind that we're all in different groups, in my group, the question was, because it was our last session, what are you going to do? What steps are you going to take? What tools are you going to use to get yourself from now until we meet again after the summer? And everybody went around the room speaking of what they were going to do. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I told them, I'm going to celebrate. And I told the group, I said, every single day is something to celebrate. I mean, obviously, the opportunity to wake up is something to celebrate. But there's things throughout our day and throughout our lives that we can celebrate. One of those is the ability to breathe. I remember when Ainsley was in her final months, year, pretty much a year leading up to this, where we dealt with her struggling to breathe. And we had to do breathing treatments and do our vest and do different things. And there were days when she didn't have her mask towards the end, and she was able to breathe. She was able to do that on her own. And I thought that in and of itself, as I look back on that, is something truly to celebrate. You know, we have negative things around us all the time, and I don't need to get into those. I can tell you personally, over the past 72, 96 hours, I have either been lied to, or I have witnessed someone lying, or I've been made aware of lies, and on about 7 different occasions. It's almost like it's the thing to do here at the beginning and middle of May. And in every case, the person that was lying, they knew they were lying. Sometimes they were lying through omission or commission. And I got to the point here just today while I was out on my run, as I was thinking back through these different people's stories, in some cases pretty elaborate cover stories to justify actions. And I realized I'm not going to focus on that. I'm just going to breathe. And as I was running through mile 1 to mile 2, mile 3, I said 9 because my average pace ended up tonight being a 9-minute mile. But I found that I started at a 10, and then I hit a 9-minute mile. And then my last mile was an 8-minute mile. And I didn't try to do that. It just naturally happened as I was focusing on breathing. And I was focusing on the moment to celebrate and the things to celebrate today. And I thought back to, what tools am I going to use, as I told the counselor last week. I'm going to use that opportunity to celebrate. And I'm going to bring that celebration on just by taking the opportunity to breathe. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And as Memorial Day approaches, take some time and remember those that have gone and paid the ultimate sacrifice before us for our freedom. Have a great week.